Good evening, I'm Jasmine Lowson. The headlines in London tonight. Anti-stab workshop. Children as young as 10 take lessons in how to avoid being knifed. Patient protest. Disabled demonstrators claim discrimination over hospital transport. And loose cannons. 400 years after they were lost at sea, the Tower of London gets some of its guns back. Disabled demonstrators have been protesting outside Guy's and St Thomas's Hospital over what they say are its discriminatory policies on transport services. The NHS Trust offers some patients several free non-emergency journeys every year, but campaigners say the service is not being offered to all who need it. Liz Wickham reports.
Helen Sibthorne goes out. No simple matter for a woman who's been fighting cancer since her teens and now suffers the multiple disabilities that result from both her illness and its many damaging treatments. Needless to say, she often has to attend hospital, Guy's and St Thomas's, but today she's off to demonstrate against that hospital for denying her the transport to get there.
The NHS is strapped for money, so they're saving money by penalising us. I found out about it because they let me down on patient transport one day, and I said, oh, I'll get myself in. And they said, how will you do that? And I said, without thinking, I'll use my taxi card. And they said, oh, in that case, you don't qualify for patient transport anyway. And it was pulled.
Helen was joined by other severely disabled people under the banner of Transport for All. Each of them's been told they can't have hospital transport because either they have a relative who might drive them to appointments, or they have a taxi card, which gives a limited number of reduced cost fares.
Sounds good, doesn't it, having a taxi card that you can use to get taxi rides? But they still have to pay a percentage of the cost, and they're only allowed 12 journeys a month. That's not much. Each month's about 30 days. So you can imagine if all those trips are taken up with hospital appointments, what do you do the rest of the time?
Guy's and St Thomas's told us today that patient transport is provided on the basis of clinical and mobility needs and access to other means of transport.
One of our demands is that they do review and reverse this policy, and in the last preceding months prior to this demonstration they have refused to review it, but now we're thinking potentially after this demonstration they may be open to actually even look at the policies again.
A reversal of policy might allow people whose possibilities are already severely restricted at least some semblance of a social life. Liz Wickham, London Tonight.